Most people think of microscopes as those dusty, intimidating things tucked away in a high school science lab, but this thing completely flips that script. It is honestly surprising how much utility is packed into such a compact setup. Instead of forcing you to pick a lane, it tries to be everything at once. A coin collector's dream, a biological tool, and a soldering station, and surprisingly, it actually pulls it off. The secret sauce here is the 5-lens system. You aren't just stuck with one magnification level. You can swap between lenses depending on whether you are looking at the fine details of a circuit board or checking out a biological slide. It feels like having a mini-lab right on the desk. The mechanical XY stage is probably the highlight for anyone who has ever struggled to keep a specimen centered. Trying to nudge a slide with your fingers is a recipe for frustration, but the knobs here give you that smooth, precise control that makes you feel like a pro. It stays exactly where you put it, which is a massive win for anyone doing detailed work. Then there is the screen. It is a 7-inch IPS panel, and it is surprisingly crisp. You get a really wide viewing angle, so if you are showing a friend or a student what is happening under the lens, they don't have to crowd right over your shoulder to see the image clearly. Now here is the thing about the lighting. It uses a 3D light source setup, which sounds a bit fancy, but it basically means you get a lot of control over shadows and depth. You can use the bottom light for slides or the detachable LEDs on the stand for surface work. It is a thoughtful touch, though the cable for the dimmer can feel a little bit fiddly at times. It is not a deal breaker, but it is one of those small quirks you notice after a few hours of tinkering. If you want to get serious, you can hook it up to an external monitor via HDMI. That is where this thing really shines for group projects, or just getting a massive view of whatever you are inspecting. The video quality hits 2160p, which is plenty sharp for documentation. It even comes with a 32 GB card, so you can start saving your captures right out of the box. Is it perfect? Well, the build is mostly plastic, so it doesn't have that heavy, industrial feel of a professional-grade medical microscope, but for the price, it is incredibly capable. It is a versatile, well-thought-out piece of gear that makes high-magnification work feel accessible rather than like a chore. If you are into coins, electronics, or just curious about the world under the lens, this is a solid, reliable companion that does exactly what it promises without making you jump through hoops.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.